Welcome to Side Dish. We are more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal. I am Claudia Jutta with my guys, Headkrack and Tina Thompson here with me. Fellas, can you see me now? And how
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I
absolutely.
needed an eye exam when I see you, though, because it feels like you're slightly out of focus,
Hold
near
on, give
and
me just a second.
far,
Give me just a
near
second. Let
and
me hit
far.
this real quick. No, that's even worse. I don't know. I can't help
I think
it.
the rapture is just around my house and my Wi-Fi. I think the rapture is just outside of my house. Maybe.
Eh, it's all possible. It's all possible. Like it seems like it takes its turns, like jumping each one of us each day. You never know when it's gonna be or what it's gonna be. But shout out to y'all in the chat for thugging it out with us all, yo, for real, for real.
Can you
Well,
can you can you tell the soulmates that right before we got on the air, I was crystal clear, sharp.
yo, she was in 9K. I know 8K is
Absolutely.
usually the highest definition, but she was
Yeah.
in 9K before we said and 10, 9,
Mhm,
8.
mhm.
But here we are. We still gonna make the content. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ezekiel Hopkins, Justin Harris, what up, man? Day Ones, Dale Crest, Bati Boy, and all the others, man. We're gonna check in with y'all in a little bit. But we got some good news. Y'all ready to hear it?
Let's
Yes.
go.
There's a new human on Earth, and it belongs to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. They have a brand new baby girl. It arrived on September 13th, and even though ASAP joked that he and Riri would name the baby after Denzel Washington, her name is Rocky Irish Mayer, or Meyer if you're nasty.
Rocky Irish.
The love
That's a dope name.
that baby doesn't even know how good she has it. Like she was born to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Like probably the coolest mom out there, I think.
Oh, for
I
sure.
have to
Pretty
agree.
cool dad.
Yeah, like I mean, especially to like to run it back, like to be the third in a series of coolly named children. I think there is also Riot, and then there's RZA. No connection to the Wu-Tang Clan leader,
Mhm.
but that is just so dope, man. Like I love the 3R name run. Can we score 4? One more.
Yo, let me tell you something. You're gonna get a fourth kid before you get another Rihanna album. I'll tell you that right now. That's
Oh,
that's
too
look, she's
soon.
done.
Yeah.
She's done, folks. I said it, and I'm standing strong on it. You're not getting another Rihanna album. You're not getting a Rihanna tour. So you might as well make rhymes out of these baby names.
Do you think because she got so wealthy and so successful with her music and all her brand, she's like, I am just enjoying life. And to her credit, you worked hard in the beginning. Like she worked hard for a while.
No, absolutely. Especially when you consider the fact that you have to jump through 1,000 hoops as a recording artist to make nickels, right?
Right.
So, like, and she doesn't write any of the songs. They find great songs for her to sing, right? So, you don't get the writer's credit, you don't get the publishing credit. So, you got to get out there and perform those songs to really make the real bag. I mean, granted, streaming is going to do better for her than like an independent SoundCloud rapper,
Mhm.
but Rihanna has to get out on the road to really get it, and she's getting that triple fold with Fenty. So I wouldn't go out the house either.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. I wish I could start a lingerie and makeup line and make millions of dollars.
Tana,
Like
why
what?
couldn't you?
Why
Yeah,
couldn't
like
I? You know what? I could.
you could
Yeah,
dominate the lingerie like
yeah.
market. Like everybody's making stuff for chicks, but what about tough lingerie for men? I don't
What
know what
about
that
what
looks
about
like.
tough looks for tough dudes or like tough lingerie for men? What is okay, Claudia? Let me ask you this though. What even is lingerie for men? Like
Gray,
huh?
gray sweatpants.
Gray sweatpants.
That's it.
All right, I can make some gray sweatpants. Shoot, look
But
out.
very thin fabric, like a thin fabric. So we
Mine are
can
going to be silk in the front, but just in the middle.
Yeah, if you make that middle part soft, like 2 times tougher than pudding skin, just for easy access for the ladies who
Okay.
like that sort of thing. And
Yeah.
listen, like you got a product.
Yeah, there we go. I think we got something here, guys.
We need a cool name though. It's all about the
Yeah,
marketing.
she's got
Mm.
Fenty.
Which I got in the chat. Help us name this real quick. We'll cut you in on it. We'll give you 5 seconds for
Yeah.
the cat.
Well,
Lamont says, call it Claudia. Fenty goes hard on advertising. She found her passion.
We could call it
Jockstraps.
CJ's PJs, but it's just the pajama
but
bottoms.
it's your line though.
I mean, yeah, but I need a catchy name.
All
Come
right.
on.
Well, you know what? I'm sure the chat will not let us down, and they'll
No,
give
no.
us a name. All right. Speaking
You
of,
should name the lingerie the new Rihanna album.
You will get my lingerie before you will get the new Rihanna album.
oh my girl, leave Rihanna alone. I love her. All right, y'all. Speaking of women, I love Vice President Kamala Harris. Her memoir 107 Days is out now. The book talks about the highs and lows of her presidential run. And while on The View, she explained how losing the election made her feel.
And then they talked with a mutual friend of ours who was over at Fox News in the war room, who had been hearing about data that suggested things were not looking great in Pennsylvania. And the way I write about it, I mean, my poor husband, so he didn't want to put that on me. He went upstairs and he basically went in the shower and prayed that it was not going to be a bad night. And it was, you know, my family was there, everybody was there. I've always on election night done family and friends and dinner. But that night, I grieved in a way that I have not since my mother died.
Wow.
And it was, the pain was, it was not at all about losing a race. I knew what it was going to mean for the country. I was going to say for the family. And that's how I felt, for the country.
We all agree.
I knew what it was going to mean.
Yeah.
But I knew.
Yeah.
And all I could say over and over again is, my God, my God, my God.
I understand. Are we surprised at how much losing felt like death to her?
I saw the aftermath, right? Because like not too long after the election, like there was like a lot of videos of her drinking and just kind of just. I mean, just imagine how stressful the like running for office is, holding office, not getting said office, and just being able to put your shoulders down after having to keep it together. So I get it, you know, like you're so close to the finish line and like someone snatches it from you, especially someone who probably shouldn't have it.
And that's her first race she's ever lost.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I remember, like, listen, I remember voting for her for AG of California.
Yep.
It's interesting. Am I surprised that to someone who fought her way up, like Kamala Harris did, that it felt like a death? No, I'm not surprised at all that it felt like a death. Especially someone who's been so involved in public service for her entire professional career. We forget she is public service, sort of like the president that she served under. His life was one of public service. And so when she's talking about she knew a lot of what was going to happen afterwards as a result of her loss of the election, I think she absolutely it felt like a death to her. She was poised to be the first one.
Yeah.
And then who knows how, but it didn't go that way. So I'm not surprised at all.
I will continue to say I really don't think she lost fair and square. I really do think this election was tampered with, rigged, and stolen from her. The momentum, the $1 billion, almost $2 billion, like the money that was raised, all the different demographics that were riding with her. Remember how fatigued we were of Trump at the time. That's when even Republicans had the bravery to say that January 6th was wrong. We weren't where we are now, and it felt really ugly. I remember being on my couch like, he pulled it off, and the way that he bragged and said he was doing that, and Elon, they admitted it.
Yeah, and to see him do that twice, because even when he ran the first time, the things he was saying, the things that he was coming out, the grab by the P-tape, all that stuff, like you thought it would have been enough to make anybody with a somewhat of a decent moral compass be like, okay, this is not the guy that we need to give the keys to the castle. And they did it. And, and it went terribly. That was like, peak COVID. Like COVID happened during his watch. Don't forget that, right? Mm-hmm. Like just imagine if like I let you stay in my crib and you burnt the house down. I'm gonna remember that the house burned down while you was renting it, right? Then you like say some things that make some people run down on the Capitol, and under other circumstances, rewind the clock maybe 150 years ago, that would have been regarded as treason and you wouldn't be allowed to do that again. I had a friend who like stole some stuff from Best Buy. He can't work at Best Buy anymore. This man like had people run down on the state capitol and they allowed him to be president twice.
It's really sad what we become, and I take it very personally. It's hard not to if you really care about what's going on. And I see that when you're naive and ignorant, ignorance is bliss. You can actually just exist to be and not see how bad things are. But the Constitution is being torn up in our faces. It really is.
Yo, but what's y'all take on the whole, like, like, I don't want to say rumor, but like there's like actually a thing to it that like most presidents are related, except
Wait,
for the
what?
exception of like two. Like like I fell down this internet rabbit hole the other day. It was like, yo, like with the exception of maybe two, most presidents are related to each other in some way within their family tree.
Let me guess those two.
The crazy
Barack
thing, one of them,
Obama.
actually, he related to. I don't want to misquote it, but I think low key related to Bush.
That's what they say.
Are you serious? Am I just now learning this? Both of you knew this?
Yeah, I heard that.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
okay. Well, I'll
That's
Google
crazy. Are we moving? Are we? Okay, here we go. From all right. Woosah! I gotta clear out the energy from time to time. Guys, we're gonna talk about Cardi B. Cardi, the B stands for baby now. I hope we all know this. Cardi B's been everywhere promoting her album, Am I the Drama? And she pulled up to the Call Her Daddy podcast and she revealed the craziest rumor that she's ever heard about herself. Listen to this.
Yeah, well, a new one now. Because some rumors are a little dark and some rumors are like, bitch, be for real. Like, there's a rumor that like my boyfriend dumped me because my BBL stink. And it's just like, the way this ass be getting in, it can be. No, but the thing about me is I'm very, very anal. Funny. I'm very anal about how I smell.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who made the rumors that BBL stink, but it's like, it doesn't stink. Well, how would a BBL stink if you don't got no open wounds? Why? Because your ass is fatter? You can't clean a fat ass? You don't know how to clean a fat ass?
You do.
I do.
Hey.
All right, that's a good clip. I like. That's a nice. There we go.
Scratch,
all right,
scratch
yeah.
sniff. Word up. Okay, Cardi.
Okay,
Cardi
I'm
butt.
going to jump out here. And I'm going to offend some people. And I just want us to agree that after I say this, we're all going to be friends. And I mean you people in the chat too, and I mean everyone listening all over the internet.
Uh-oh.
Come with it.
Girls with long fingernails. I'm talking about the long fingernails. Click, 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 click. You know what I'm talking about? The long nails.
Those talons.
I'm not talking about a nail. I'm talking about a nail. There's no way you're able to get anything clean like that. Like when I see girls with long fingernails, I think their butts are dirty.
However,
what are you going to do? You're going to roll, you're rolling it up over like this so that you got a whole like Michelin Man arm that you then going to try. Like you can't, what are you doing with that? You're not getting everything with your long nails. You're not.
That's a good, well thought out point.
But if you have a bidet and you put it on the highest setting and then you mummify the hand like you just showed, right. Mummify that hand.
Yeah.
I think you can get the job done, especially if you hit that bidet button twice and on the highest setting. Warm water.
But I'm thinking most girls with the long nails like that don't have a bidet.
Well, I was just talking about Cardi B. Rest of y'all stink. No, I'm just joking. But
this is the longest my nails will ever be, and I think this is long for me. I often wonder like how women get things done with those like really, really long nails. Like it's got to be so uncomfortable. Like today I went to grab my handle of my car and my hand slipped, and I felt like the nail was gonna break off from the root, and it hurt so bad. So I know there's a lot that comes with having your nails that long.
Okay, Claudia, can you please help me, Tanner, and the rest of the guys out there who just don't understand why this is a thing?
The nails?
Why do women want their nails so long?
I don't know.
Because it seems like it's such a hazard. Like, is there a support group? Like, have you talked to others who have like the super long, Frederica Krueger claws?
I know they like the art of it.
Frederica Krueger.
You can do the art on a shorter nail. I never understood the extremely long nails and the extremely long lashes. I think we're just trying to one up, and it's not. It's too much. I don't like it. Sorry.
I got a friend I follow on Instagram. My name is Alex in Wonderland, but it's spelled with an I. She had nails on her knuckles. So when she they were like, I guess taped on. It just looked really interesting. It looked like she had a really nubbly knuckle hand with nails on it. Very short though, but
They are
I
hard.
do want to say this. I do want to circle back around and say that I am sure that Cardi B smells amazing at all times. I do get high quality smelling person vibes from Cardi B. I'm sure she smells like dessert at a fine restaurant. You know what I'm saying? But also, I don't think the BB part of it makes it stink. I don't think that just the BBL part would stink. But I feel like if you got those clackety clackers, listen.
You make a good point, Tanner. It makes total sense. I am curious about how you get a lot of stuff done. Picking food out of your teeth,
A lot of stuff.
rolling dice, cleaning your booty, your coochie.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw a chick with nails that long rolling dice, I would have so many questions about her life and how we ended up here. But because they're very fragile, right? Like, you couldn't even get a proper back scratch going on from a person with nails that long, correct?
No. When you get the nails that long, they put acrylic on top of them because the longer they get, the weaker they get, like at the base. And when it breaks down here, it's bleeds. It can be really painful. So they put acrylic, and acrylic makes it like almost indestructible.
Gotcha.
They are coming for me just a little bit in the comments. And someone said, Tanner, do you clean your with your fingertips? No, but you do, whether you're a wipe person or you're a sheet person, there is a little folding that you do and a little like action that you do, front to back, never back to front. And then
Never.
and so I'm just saying you can't. Now I know, listen, I heard it once, like ladies know. And I'm just saying you're not getting a full cleaning when you got fingernails out here like this right here. Like if I got my nail up and I'm like, oh, let me get my wipe it out. No, it's not. We're not getting there. We're not getting there.
Don't be mad at Tanner, Chad. He's making a good point. Like you really are.
We just try to figure it out real time because the optics from a distance look crazy. Shall we talk about Usain Bolt real fast? Because he is. He's a sprinter and he's known as the fastest man alive, but he recently revealed something shocking about not running anymore after rupturing his Achilles in 2024. In an interview, he said, where's he from? Jamaica, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mostly do gym workouts. I am not a fan, but I think that's how I've been out for a while. I have to actually start running because when I walk upstairs, I get out of breath. I would probably have to do some laps just to get my breathing right. Can you believe that he gets winded from walking upstairs now? Like he used to be the guy, and I know that was Russian.
Yeah, I was wondering what part of Jamaica that Russian accent was from.
The newly colonized part.
Oh, it sounds almost Ukrainian. Actually. Yeah.
That Eastern Jamaica.
He might want to check if he's anemic, because I had a really strong bout of anemia a year ago, and I was getting ready to go do the second season of this really big show for NBC in the woods, and I had all these challenges, and I couldn't go because I didn't pass medical because after COVID I got a weird super anemic thing. I would go up one flight of stairs and be so out of breath, and I'm like, I used to run track and he was the king of track. I find it hard to believe that his cardio is that bad so fast. So he might want to check and see if he has anemia, if he's anemic.
One quick thing though is you do start to lose your cardio after 2 weeks. Like if you're not working out at your high cardio level, it dives after 2 weeks. You can keep your muscle mass a lot longer if you take time out of the gym just lifting weights. But as far as the cardio that you have, if you're running 5 miles a day, you do that every single day for 2 weeks, you should run 5 miles like a champ. But you go 2 weeks without running, it dives.
Man.
Serious question before we go to break. If it was all on the line right now and Usain Bolt had to race Jonathan Major's ex, who do you think will win right now? Anyway, we gotta take a 2-minute break. When we come back, man, listen, man, people splitting rent, but how much is that price tag? We'll tell you about that and more in 2 minutes.
Jonathan!
All right, welcome back. Okay, Brooklyn Nets forward Michael Porter Jr., who signed a 5-year, $200 million contract, revealed why he still splits the rent with his ex-girlfriend despite not living with her. Check this out. It's coming, I promise.
Hold on. $200 million deal and you were splitting rent with your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, check this out.
You cheap, brother.
It's very hard when you have money, as you know, to tell a woman's intentions, right? She's looking around for her apartments, and she came across one, but it was way out of her price range. It was like double what she could afford. So I was like, this is really nice. I want you to be able to stay here. I want to be able to pull up and stay here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you afford? And I'll split it. I'll pay the rest. So
Right.
basically, bruh, I said whatever happens in this relationship for the next year, I'm committed to paying this rent. Whatever happens, we could break up. I got you for this next year. I'll split rent with you.
You going into it with the wrong mindset, though.
We end up breaking up 5-6 months into the rent. And basically that's where I'm at now, where I'm like, man, do I keep helping her out, or is it cooked? She ended up hitting my phone asking for the bread.
Hell yeah, she gonna keep
which I don't blame her, because she went into that apartment not being able to afford it, and I gave her my word. So
why you just don't send her half for the rest of the year?
Because she need to act right month to month.
Oh.
I was with him till that part. I'm like, that's honorable. He kept his word. He's not with her anymore, but he's still honoring the deal. That's financial abuse. Like, he's just using that for control. He's like yeah.
Well, because people will take advantage of a good situation. You know what I'm saying? You could be paying that rent. Next thing you know, she got, like, I don't know what team he played for. Like, she'll have a clipper up in there. You know what I'm saying? Doing God knows what in a bed that he used to sleep in. And you just got to kind of create boundaries, man, because people will abuse you. And he probably had some stuff happen in the past that makes him move this way.
But is that abuse if they're broken up? She can't move on with someone else, although he gave her his word. He told her to get that apartment because he would be subsidizing the rent.
Okay, well, there's
he's got her in a strange hold. There ain't no doubt about it. But also, this is why I don't want this. I promise you guys, I'm not going villain mode on this episode. But this is sometimes why people will see something like this and they'll be like, well, yeah, like, he needs to pay for half of my apartment, or he needs to pay for my bills, or like, don't get a man unless he's paying for your car and all this other stuff. It's because this man just signed a 5-year, $200 million deal. Like, that's crazy money. That's crazy. Congratulations, you're in the NBA money. And like, and I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for her. He needs to cut her that one check for the rest of the year and then be done with it.
Yeah, the act right part was, to me, where it's like, do you still keep her on a leash where she's not allowed to date anybody? What does act right mean to him? Does that mean you can't date anyone while I'm paying rent? You can't be at a game of another team? What does that mean? I can still slide through every now and then and get some sex from you because I'm paying your rent? What does that mean?
It's such an umbrella. And when you say an umbrella statement like that, you need to act right. It allows us to interpret that however the hell we want. And we can sometimes fill in the blanks with the craziest things. But I tell anybody, don't ever live in a place that you can't afford to live in if you broke up with the person you got it with. Because that's how you end up in a worse situation when somebody, controlling how you move.
I've been told in relationships, like I've been told before, that you work. Okay, they broke up. He's the one that they broke up because of him. So he had to keep his word. He probably felt guilty. Maybe there was some infidelity. But I've been told that before, like, you work too hard. And I'm like, I work so hard. So I won't be a nag and try to be dependent on you. And be like, I'll always come to the table with my own covered. I've never had a man like take care of me like that. Sometimes I wish I knew what it felt like, but also that comes with things like demands like that. You got to act right for me to continue to feed you and provide shelter for you, a roof over your head. Oh, hell no, I'm not doing it.
This is the other thing, though, too, real quick. It was infidelity. Like, he cheated on her, and that's why they broke up. And now he's still stuck paying for the rest of the thing. Now, I appreciate him saying, like, whatever happens in this relationship, I'll cover my half for whatever it is. And by the way, we don't even know if it's a half. This lady could be up in some $8,000 a month penthouse, and he's kicking $7,000 in every single month. We don't know. We don't know what it could be.
And also, so like with him cheating, being a player, and they say allegedly because he alluded to the fact, your defense as the person dating that athlete has to be just as good as the people he plays against. Because listen, he has so many opportunities to cheat, and a lot of times they do say no. But it's about the law of averages. If you say, if 10 people hit on you, you told 8 no, 2 got through, it's still a B.
I'm not giving rich men a pass. You know why? Because rich men is the equivalent of a beautiful woman or a beautiful girl, because women have so many people coming at them from the age of 13 on, and we're somehow able, or they are somehow able to resist all the temptation. I'm so sick of there's so many people that come at you. Grow up, fellas.
We're trying.
You're
We're
weak.
really
It's difficult. I learned to resist a long time ago. They never stopped coming for me. I'd say, "Stop it, ladies! You're not getting any of my bread." But they just still keep shooting their shots. It's difficult. It's difficult. I got to move on though. I can't keep talking about myself. Okay, Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat had Mafiathon 3, and he had a lot of big names come through. But then Sean Evans stopped to play a version of Hot Ones. We were talking about him kissing Kiki not too long ago, and one of Kai's co-streamers, Ty Lil, revealed who he thinks was the worst Mafiathon 3 guest. Check this out.
Mafiathon 3. Oh, the worst. That's a good question. The worst celebrity. Oh my gosh, that has came to Mafiathon 3. Mariah Carey. Damn. All right. And I only say Mariah Carey because I feel like her intentions was to promote her album, and I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because business, you gotta respect good business. You feel what I'm saying? But what was the exchange for us? Like, I know she didn't want to sing, I know she didn't want to dance. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel like Kai, he held up his end of the bargain. She promoted her album. Kai spoke to the kids. He did everything that he wanted. He did everything that probably was her team intentions and her intentions. And I feel like it wasn't really nothing in exchange. If you're gonna come on Mafiathon, you feel what I'm saying? You have to come and you have to be vulnerable. You feel what I'm saying? You have to come. Be ready to do what's in the box. Be ready to do Hot Ones. Be ready to jump in the pool. Be ready to, you feel what I'm saying? Be ready to come have fun. You guys, the guests are older. You might not understand what we're doing, and that's what's you feel what I'm saying? That's what the rush is for.
Yeah.
That's what's the excitement. When you come into Mafiathon, you don't know what to expect.
Who's that? Is that supposed to be Mariah Carey?
You think it looks AI, or
Is that a wax? That's it.
That looks different. She looks like a mix between. She looks a little like Rihanna, Beyonce, so she lost a bunch of weight.
Interesting.
Okay.
Promo do it to you.
Well, her people should have. I'm sure. Well, I don't know who dropped the ball on this, but like when you go do press, you got to know. Hey, just by the way, when you go on this show, when you go on Howard Stern, he's going to be disrespectful. He's going to talk his. When you're going to other people's, into their or their dens, their place of work, you kind of should try to play a little bit by the rules. I understand you're Mariah Carey, you're a huge star, but they gotta. I understand what he's saying. They want to get something out of it too. I mean, you did get Mariah Carey on your show, which is a big deal.
It's a flex.
It is a flex, but I get that he would want her to play some of the games. But you got to know, Mariah Carey is not going to be eating hot wings with you. She probably came in with some diamonds on, furs, and very expensive clothes and nails.
This is my problem. This is why. Okay. Man, I'm villain all night tonight. This is okay. Hold on a second. Here we go. So here's the thing: is cameras and microphones have gotten too cheap, and because listen, I have respect for Kai Cenat, and I have respect for the stream, and I got respect for the chat. But in 20, 30 years, in 50 years, people are not gonna talk about streamers who just do live reality shows the same way they're gonna talk about Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is an artist beyond a live streaming to Twitch and just talking about whatever's going on. Mariah Carey is beyond Sean Evans. Mariah Carey is beyond, and the kids can come for me, she's beyond Kai Cenat. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, Kai Cenat. Mariah Carey is one of the greatest voices of our time. She has some of the biggest hits of our time. She's like genuinely a living legend. And so for someone like that to just like grace you with their presence on your live stream, she came out for the shits and giggles. She didn't need your help to sell her album. Like, to me, it's just insane. But also, and it also makes me think like, I know that's how I'm getting old, is like the young man who was like, she should have given us more. I'm betting he was born after September 11th. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a generational thing.
Yeah, I mean, for
Am
the
I
love
crazy?
of Jesus jumping rope, I hope you're right that people will still remember Mariah Carey in 20 years and not people who just have good Wi-Fi. But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to know the assignment when you show up on these platforms. And the crazy thing is, there is a lot more value in these artists going on these streamers platforms than there are them pulling up to radio stations, than they are from them pulling up to Access Hollywood. And I threw them out there because they're not us. But, you know, like the people, like the culture is shifted in such a way to where this is what people are paying attention to. And I don't think Mariah Carey in all her years of living has ever watched Mafiathon 1 or 2. Or any of those live streams. They just, this is what we're supposed to do now. This is where we go. Okay, cool, I'll be there. And didn't know.
But the fact that she was even there means that she is hearing, someone's letting her know that this is where she needs to be. Because I don't really remember Mariah doing a lot of radio in a very, or interviews in a really long time. So she must know that there is a need to go there. So maybe meet in the middle somewhere. Okay, I'm Mariah Carey. I may not eat chicken wings with you, but let me play one of the games. But on the other hand, I do feel like she's probably like, hey, I'm Mariah Carey. Me even walking through the door of your little show is huge for you as well. But I think they're helping each other. Like,
everybody won.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, views and more people got eyes on Mariah. But you know who lost? MTV. They lost their soul a long time ago.
Oh.
And they also lost Catfish. The show has been canceled. The joint hosted by Nev Showman, and it premiered in 2012. And Nev and former co-host Max Joseph put that thing together. And his purpose was to help people find out if the person they were talking to online was real or not. Are y'all going to miss it?
I love this show.
Really? I've seen a few episodes, and I just can't believe that these people are real.
You should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price. Good Lord, this show. This started after the movie. I understand now he's working as a real estate agent with his dad. And so, you know, it's like you get a good run. The show was big. I could see it coming back eventually. You know, things come around.
I like this show because I like anything that shows me like what a lot of people think. Because like there's a lot of ill people that walk amongst us. And shows like this, Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, all those shows, Steve Wilkos, shows me like not to give people the benefit of the doubt on a day-to-day basis when I walk past them, because they've probably been on Catfish on one of these shows and there's something wrong with them all.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to take it international, like Catfish Nigeria, Catfish UK. I don't know.
Catfish Nigeria? Yo, that would be hilarious. Anyhow, we gotta make a quick run to break. We're going to be back with more Side Dish in just 2 minutes. What's up, White Dish? I just want to shout out some people in the chat real quick. Justin, I see you. Nasia, Princess T, Deborah Johnson, Sabrina Monique, Batty Boys out here drinking and smoking. Sir, what you drinking tonight? Okay, guys, it's my favorite day of the week. It's Thursday, so it's time for Battle of the Bawdies. As everyone knows, I am the head of research, head of Thirst Trap Research over here at Side Dish, and here's what we found this week. First up is Teyana Taylor putting in that work at the gym. Oh, we got a video.
Oh my God, her body.
Oh boy.
She just be effortlessly just killing it every lap. Do you realize how many exercises are happening right here with this one exercise? She got the resistance bands around her legs. Yeah. She got the weights and doing those lunges. Like, listen, man.
Her body is sick. Like, you know, you may think you look good or you're in shape, and then you see Teyana Taylor, you're like, I have to get back to the drawing board and get something sucked out, because that waist is snatched, the tatas are high, the booty is high and it's plump, and the legs are long and lean. Like, she looks fantastic. Speed of long and lean. Next up is
the ability to get.
Go ahead.
No. I was just going to embarrass myself by making comments about her body. That's all. Move on.
Oh, please do, Tanner. No, okay.
No, it's just like the ability to get to the abs and also keep everything else is like, that's wild.
Yeah, and then she's like that lean and doesn't have like a hard face. Her face is so soft and really pretty. All right, speaking of hot bodies here, we've got next up Love and Hip Hop star Little Scrappy's ex, Bambi. She looks amazing as well. Let's take a look. Look at her body.
Oh, wow.
She's lean, but still has curves, still got booty, still got thighs. She was at the premiere of Run in LA, and she's like so statuesque and she's just really stunning and impressive when you see her. What do you think of that body, Tanner?
2 thumbs way up.
Headkrack is frozen, staring.
No, I turned to the side because like she was at an angle and I was at an angle. I was just turning around to see what was going on. I leaned all the way into it. Well, here's Moneybag Yo showing off them gains in the gym.
Okay.
All right. We're on our way.
Yeah, you know.
I see the straps.
Still loading.
Got Elijah Muhammad on his left back.
And peace be unto you.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because they used to call him Honey Bun Yo. And now he's like, you know, really leaning into it.
No.
Good for him.
Not Honey Bun Yo. Good. I was glad. I was like, no, not Honey Bun Yo. Next up, we actually got Justin Bieber's wife, Haley, showing off at the pool. Let's see what we got. This is like, don't look at me. Look at me. Stop looking at me.
I don't see any. She's thin, but I don't see any muscle tone.
And is that a tattoo like on her her left thigh upper, or is that just a part that the Nair didn't get?
It's a little like it, right?
It's like a outer coochie area.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it.
What is that?
Not sure.
You got too much money to be moving like this.
A bad one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, moving on. Last but not least, we have Tinashe. She has us wanting to match her freak in this pink bikini.
Whoa. They need to bring King Magazine back.
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
hey, yo.
You know, she has a nice body without being
done.
overly muscular. She's like she has like a nice like in shape body, but not like she's not all ripped up, but she still looks feminine and good. She's a good body.
Yeah. What's your favorite Tinashe song?
Excuse me?
I was saying, what's your favorite Tinashe song?
She makes music?
Yeah, she got the joint 2-1 and
Yo, Claudia, that's one of HK's. That's HK's traps. Yeah, that's how he traps people. In their thing, ain't nobody want to match my freak something. Isn't that her song?
Damn,
to match my freak song.
Y'all just made me feel old.
That's one of the joints. Yeah. All right, so who y'all feel like served up the most body this week? In the chat, who y'all got? Who you got, Claudia? You rocking?
Teyana Taylor, hands down, for me.
Who you got, Tana?
And she's a mom.
It's funny because at first I was all about Teyana Taylor, and I feel like that's the kind of shape I could get in, except I really like happy hour. And so since I like happy hour, I like a physique, but it doesn't have to be too, you know? And so I got to go for Tinashe as well.
She was
right in the money.
Headkrack, how about you?
Definitely run it up for Tinashe, but but when I close my eyes after I give it to Tinashe, like that, the award, I think about the multitasking that Tiana Taylor was doing, and that was just beyond impressive. Because most people have a hard time doing one thing in the gym. She was doing 3 exercises at once. That was a woman who values her time, is intentional in the things she do. So you know what? Tiana Taylor for the win for me.
Nice cleanup on that. Give it
No
to her.
problem.
The award. I caught that. That was really good.
Yeah, I didn't want that to be misconstrued.
award.
Like that's the sound bite, and it's like, yo, scandal.
Listen, if I'm giving it out, it is an award. So, we got to take another quick 2-minute break. But when we come back, we're going to be running to the comments.
Oh, wait.
We're running to the comments right now. My bad.
Well, listen, man, we got to run to the comments real quick. A Wheel of Fortune scandal had a contestant on the popular game show going viral after her attempt to solve a puzzle went wrong. I can't wait to see this.
There's a G. Oh, no.
Oh, don't you
I like
do
to
it.
try to solve the puzzle.
Okay.
Ooh, you look confused.
Barry Washington.
No, that's not right.
Kerry Washington.
Yeah, Kerry Washington.
She is out of the sorority.
Black card revoked. But you know what? When they
that
showed
one's
her,
name is Charisse.
what did you say? Her name is Charisse?
How does Charisse not know that?
When they were showing her when she was thinking, she had a lot of little quirky movements that made me think and feel something might be a little off.
I saw it too. I don't
You
know.
know,
If we
a
have,
little bit of a little.
I don't know if we have the technology ability to run it back without sound, but I saw it too.
So
And
we-
like, I thought she was gonna say Jerry
Just
Washington.
like that.
She had a few
I was
quirky, like
convinced.
she had a few ticks. She had some ticks.
Yeah. Not
Hey, let's
everybody
get it back.
watches
Let's watch it
TV
again.
like that. I one
Can
more
we
time
run
for
it
the
back?
culture.
Let's run it back and we'll point it out if you can hear our commentary.
Here we go.
Yep, the jaw. The jaw's giving.
Oh, no.
She feels good. She's like,
yeah.
I got this. I got this.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give my opinion on this, but
no.
so full disclosure.
Okay.
Years ago, when my experimental phase, I may have tried a Molly or two back in the day, and my jaw would do. I was doing a little bit of that. Uncontrollable. Not saying she's on it. I'm not saying she's definitely. Maybe she was. First of all, you know what? I'm not mature enough for this segment. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh no! This is where you can let your inner child run free and say all the things that
Let
you
it all
normally would
out.
say. Like, yeah, this is what we're here for. We are a judge-free zone. Like, like for real. Like,
Tanner, what was her name again? Tanner, her name was what?
Hold on. Well, her
Charisse,
name was Charisse. But by the way, I did just now for Charisse Google Barry Washington. Barry Washington was a real man. His story is not a good one. I'm going to tell you right now, the story is very sad. But he was a real man who was famous in the South for something very bad happening to him. There's something very negative that happened a lot in this country years ago.
Yeah.
And then people. So yeah, there was a Barry Washington, and he is also well known.
Oh, well, we're going to take a quick break, and maybe we can see about getting Charisse's black card reinstated, but I don't know if it's going to get approved. So we'll be back after this break.
I'm gonna Google Barry Washington. Hey, welcome back to Side Dish. Doing a little research during a 2-minute break. The fact that she said Barry Washington instead of Kerry Washington, I don't think that is grounds for removal of a black card. She should get a double black card because knowing that is probably blacker than watching Scandal. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Got a question of the day. Now, let me set the scene for y'all. So, boom, you get invited to a wedding. You show up, you're real fresh. You ready to celebrate love? You even copped off the gift registry. But when you pull up to the reception, there's a sign on the door that says, pay at the door to hit the dance floor. And yeah, you read that right. The bride and groom had security posted up, collecting $100 a head for folks to enter the reception. So, we'll say, y'all, you already bought a gift. Should you have to pay for the party, or are the newlyweds a little out of pocket for what they're doing by turning their reception to a fundraiser? Because it is expensive to throw a wedding, but like to charge an additional $100 for people who already had to probably rent like an outfit to come to your joint, that's flagrant foul.
This is very tacky. And guess what? Everyone doesn't have to have an extravagant wedding that costs a lot of money. If you can't, then be creative, or at least give your guests the option of knowing this ahead of time. Like, hey, just so you know, we're starting off, we're like really in the hole from this wedding and we're trying to like raise funds. We may have a cover at the door. Just let people be prepared, because to have to make that decision on the spot. And if you have wedding etiquette, you know that you should bring a wedding gift or money. So on top of that, I have to get tax at the door. I think that is so tacky.
Yeah, it's a little rough. It's a little rough for me. My middle sister, I have two younger sisters. My middle sister got married in our front yard. And it was nice, and it was big enough to have like a bunch of people out there, and we had a little band to play on a stage. And so, like, compared to a lot of other weddings, it wasn't a particularly fancy wedding, but everyone had a great time. I feel bad that people feel like they have to put on big weddings, you know, to like for show. I think sometimes it's like, and if you're in such a difficult spot that you're, you know, needing help to raise funds, or if you're trying to like raise money for like your honeymoon trip. My friend Amanda got married just a little over a year ago, coming up on a year, and you know, there's the registry. That's very common in weddings. And one of the items in the registry was like, hey, we're trying to do this kind of honeymoon. You could also, if you want, just donate directly to that. And I feel like that's so much easier and so much classier than, hey, I know you've already paid to come here, got you, took the time off, and now we're going to pay to make you get on the dance floor. Like this is a like, you know, price at the club to get in or something. And it's like, ugh.
Especially considering that most people don't dance anymore anyway. So you would have paid $100 just to go stand there and watch other people dance. I think that's crazy. They should do it like how they do in churches. Like, you know, you got the regular tithe and offering, and there's building fund, and then there's sometimes another mysterious like
fund,
we're raising funds. Scan the QR code to donate. Pay what you like, as opposed to putting a hard, hefty price tag on. Hitting somebody for $100 like out the blue in some cases is a declaration of war.
I mean, what if, listen, a lot of people are in tough times right now, but don't want to admit it. And the fact that, like one of y'all said, like, you know, you do bear expenses even going to someone's wedding as well. And we get weddings are expensive, and your honeymoon and all that. But you may be hitting someone up that may be embarrassed and may give you the money because they're out of shame, but it really might affect them financially, where it really puts them in a hole. And to unexpected $100, that's a lot.
Unless you know the people that are coming are cheap, and you read your registry and you peeped that nobody got nothing that you asked for of your magical list, not even that little Tupperware set that was on sale for 6 months prior to your wedding. Like sometimes you do got to shake people down if you know you got cheap folks among you that want to come and eat all your food and drink all your drinks.
But stopping them at the door of the reception. Another way to do it classily. You have your bridesmaids and your best man. Maybe have them go do it so you don't look so tacky. Hey, man, Jennifer didn't raise a lot of money, so someone can stop by pinning the money on them. Just little cute things, so people feel you tend to give more when you know it's like you're not being pressured, when you don't feel pressured. You're doing it, you know.
100%.
Yeah, like do it like
that.
That's
the way they should have done that, and they would have raised so much more money for sure.
Because that's ghetto. I'd resent them.
And it looks like a lot of people in the chat do too. They said, take your butts to the courthouse. Well, some people ended up at the courthouse, and they ended up in the next segment, because in 2 minutes, we coming back with everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? See you in dos.
Whose cousin is it?
Welcome back, gang, gang. And you know what time it is. Everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it?
Whose cousin is it?
All right, man. You already know. The Department of Corrections employee in South Carolina was grilled for trying to smuggle grills into the prison. For those that don't know, grills are like them jewelry teeth coverings. Make your teeth look gold. Like you took a pack of Rolos and just put the gold part on it.
The 36-year-old female employee, a canteen manager, allegedly hatched a plan with others to smuggle a set of custom grills into the prison, but authorities said, not on our watch.
After $2,500 worth of grills were found in her car, she was fired, cuffed, and slapped with a criminal conspiracy charge. All right, whose cousin is it?
That was a quick one. Interesting. I have my thoughts.
Uh-oh.
I think because of grill, right? Everybody's automatically gonna assume it's us, right? However,
Right. Yeah.
sometimes we as a people are selfish, and we're not gonna look out for other people, and we'll hustle, but not at the sake of losing the gig hustle. But sometimes there are people who work inside the prison facility who like befriend some of these folks because they talk nice to them because they're hustlers too. I feel like this is Tanner's cousin. And I'm gonna go even. Even further and say that this is Tanner's cousin, and it has the shape of a person that looks like they also could drive buses.
That's a very specific cousin of mine.
We're picking up what you're putting down. We got you, Tanner.
Yeah, so that was my thing. Is like the grills thing leans a certain way, and then I'm also like you, HK. I'm like, I know that my cousin, like, if my cousin, a woman who drives the bus in the mornings and then works in the prison in the afternoon, and if some of those inmates talk a little sweet to her, she really would enjoy that attention, you know? And I feel like we've seen this before where my cousins have been susceptible to getting on the wrong side of something already going on inside. So I would like either, I don't think it's other. I think it's one of our cousins.
Oh, it's definitely black or white.
Leaning towards my cousin. Yeah.
What leads you in the direction you going, Claudia?
It's either a black girl that's thick that like may have some relations with one of the guys inside, you know, kind of like, oh, they all like her and flirt with her. Or it's a large Tanner cousin that loves black men. And it has to be someone that has access to the market and access to the supplier. So for that reason, I'm going more black. I'm going more Headkrack cousin, our cousin.
Oh, wow.
But I can see a path to a large Tanner cousin, a bus rider Tanner cousin.
Well, so I'm not even saying large like
you.
they were big, but I was saying like more so it has like
the shape.
A flat fatty. Like whereas like she doesn't have a big butt, but because she sat for so long at the last job, it got, you know, big and wider, but not like a big girl. So she has a flatty fatty.
Got it.
Here's where I would push. Here, what I would push for my cousin is because this is a place where she kind of feels cool. She feels like she's got some real friends, and she really, really wanted to impress them, Claudia. She wanted these guys to like think she was super cool, and maybe they were going to visit her whenever they get out, if and when they get out. And this is her way to like really get herself aligned with her guys. And so she didn't just get a couple grills. She got $2,500 worth of grills.
I will say she did get slapped with a conspiracy charge that is overcharging. So for that reason, it's leaning me back black.
And like in $2,500 worth of grills might be like 3 grills. Yeah, or like like if there's diamonds, 1. Yeah, absolutely.
Ready for it?
All right, let's get to it, man. Move that van.
Oh no!
Oh, and she looks like she regrets her decision. Damn, Sharon Elizabeth.
Oh no, Sharon Elizabeth.
Barry Washington.
And I feel like this is her first crime.
Oh man,
I feel like it's her first crime. She really wanted the guys to like her. She maybe took a liking to one, and he was like, "Yo, you know, be fly, mama, little mama. If you could get us some girls," and she was like, "Really?" And he was like, yeah, boo.
Now I think it was one grill and she paid for it. Like she paid out of her pocket for one grill for one man.
It was one. But I like your theory though. I like your theory, Tanner. It didn't make a lot of sense.
I hate being wrong. Anyway, man, thank y'all so much for joining us on our shenanigans as y'all have all week, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the YouTube video. And also, if you locked in on Tubi and all those other platforms, hit record all and also favorite us, please and thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
Awesome, guys. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Grant. Thanks, Pammy. Thanks, Big Sis. Thanks, Nausea. Oh my gosh, it is that time of day again. My favorite time of day. I'm here with Headkrack. Claudia's going to be with us in just a minute. Guys, welcome to Side Dish. You know what it is. We're more than just an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We're the whole meal. I want to shout out James, Andrea, Anthony, Andrew Grant, Anthony Buchanan,